Hi, and welcome to STL Professional Services. We're glad that you have an interest in the what I call unicorn startup funding. It's basically non-collateralized, and you can get the cash in your account in 7 to 15 days for the term loan, and then the business line of credit you can usually get approved and get that, and the credit card's mailed to you within 15 to 30 days. So we've been at this for a while, and if you have a startup with zero revenues, you're seeking seed startup funding. If the joke is that no one's going to fund your startup idea other than your mom or your uncle, some friends and families. We've literally spent 2 years looking for it. There are some grants for 501c3s, but you typically have to be up and running and fully functional for at least 1 or 2 years to apply for that. So literally, the only other solution is if you go to business loans or real estate loans, we have SBA money for both of those, but they take 3 months to 8 months in a stack of paperwork about this thick. Literally, all you have to do here is upload your credit report, 2 years of tax returns. You get approved in 24 hours, cash in your account in 7 days, and it's based on how much income that you're showing that you're paying taxes on. That's your adjusted gross income. And then let's just run through an example. So no one will fund your startup other than your mom. We know we have tried for 2 years trying to find it, and your luck has just changed if you are finding this. So you can get a term loan for 300K is typically what you're going to apply for. If you have a co-signer that's making lots of money, 5 million, 2 million, paying it all down, but showing 450,000 for taxes. We see people that show an adjusted gross income and pay tax on 450K, which is usually half, to have 225 to live on. They get approved for the 600K, and their credit card utilization is under 5% of the open lines they have. Under 5%, 450,000 gross income, get the whole 600K in 7 days in your account. Okay, now you're probably going to get 300K or lower, but if you have a co-signer who's wealthy, that's working with you to do these flips in these houses, or your trucking business, most people want to write everything down to zero. Please don't even waste your time applying. You will not get approved for anything. You have to show at least $50,000 of income. Let's run through this. So you can get up to 300K, in some instances more, and you can do that by showing some money for taxes or having a co-signer. It's based on, after all the write-offs, adjusted gross income is what you showed for taxes. Debt to income ratio always has to be under 40% for any loan at any bank, almost always. And if you need a business loan right now, this is the fastest thing that you're going to get. Now, how you pay it back, that can be 1 year for hard money typically, but we'll let you stretch it to 3 years, or 5 years, or 7 years, no problem. Business credit card, the line of credit is going to come with the card so you can use it, but typically it's going to be up to 150,000. If you apply for the 300K and have business tax returns, you'll automatically get this offered to you. If you don't have business tax returns showing 50,000 or more, then just apply for the business line of credit, because all you need is a credit score of 3,700s or above. Okay. So the term loan can be, people ask me, what are the rates? It can be from 5.4 up to 15. Depends on your personal credit and your strength of income. There's no minimum length of time for business, so that's exciting. Fixed monthly payment will be what you pay. There's no upfront fees to apply. You just pull your own credit, so we don't ding it. It's full liquidity immediately. You can use the money for anything you want. It doesn't have to be used for specific things. Funds within 15 days. And then they say 680, but typically you have to have a 700 credit score on all three bureaus. 2 years of tax returns that showed at least 50,000 of taxable income. So the steps are: apply by anywhere you see the mouse as a triangle. If you hover over this, it turns into a finger. So anywhere you can click on this page will lead to the exact same app. Okay, so you can apply, and then you'll get a consultation from, typically Maria is going to be our person that reaches out to you. Within 24 hours. If you play in the afternoon, it's probably going to be the next day. If you play at 9 a.m., you might get a call from her in the afternoon. They're out of Chicago. Funding in 15 days, okay? So the term, it's the same information. I just typed it here for you. And then the business line of credit is 0% interest for 6 months to 12 months, depending on where we get it from you, where we get it from for you. And there's no minimum length of time in business on that. You can actually state your income if you have no business tax returns that you paid taxes on, and you do have the 700s. Just apply for the line of credit. No upfront fees, reports to the business. So the requirements are 700 on all three bureaus, okay? And that's pretty much it. So anywhere on this page other than this, but anywhere down here that you click or it says where it says apply, and you're welcome to make, if you want to talk to me, you can schedule a Zoom right here. This will lead right here to my calendar, and you can pick a time, okay? But typically you're going to just click on, let's just click on this. It's going to lead to a page with green. You'll put your name, your phone number, your email, how much you're seeking. Most people just put the most. And then you grab your own credit so we won't ding it and upload it all three places here. If you don't have tax returns, you just upload your credit report. It's about 75-page PDF. Make sure you download the PDF, email it to yourself, put it on your desktop, and then you can choose the file. Okay, so you're going to choose the file, upload the credit report here, here, and here if you're only going for the line of credit. Now, if you do want the term loan, we want last year's personal tax return and the year before, and your credit goes here. But you'll hit submit at the end and you're done. That's pretty much it. So if you are only going for line of credit, these must have some kind of file before you can be allowed to hit submit. So just put your credit card here, or I'm sorry, your credit report here and here and here. And that's really it in a nutshell, guys. Non-collateralized money that you can use for anything, it's just pretty much unheard of. And then if you're still here, I'll give you a little more information. Under services, we do have $5 million for SBA loans. A lot of house flippers are usually the ones responding to this, or truckers that have to front all the diesel to get from Ohio to California. So here we are, we have the SBA loan is going to be under business, but for ground up construction, you can get from $100,000 to $50 million. For commercial property mortgages, you can get $100,000 to $50 million. And people want to know, do we do a refi? Yes. And then on rental investment property loans, yes, refi, and then you can buy up to $50 million, up to $50 million, up to $50 million. And they'll go 70 to 80% loan to value. If you have a 650 and are experienced, commercial property, you have the 660. Income producing, low risk property, that's 70 to 75% LTV. If you're doing ground up construction, they'll give you 75 to 85% of the money with a 680 experienced investor resume, and has to be in a desirable market. So if you're in a high risk market with limited or no experience, you have to at least have a 680. They're probably only going to give you 55% or 75%, but maybe up to 80 for the rehab. So, you know, these are all the documents that you're going to need. And for the SBA loan for a business, if you're a business, here we go, you need a lot of stuff. And so here's what an SBA loan looks like. You can go up to $5 million, but they don't tell you until you get into it. You're going to need 10% cash reserves, that's $500K. You're going to need another 20%, and that's another $1 million. Depending on the industry you're in, and it could be up to $2 million depending on the industry you're in. So $2 million plus $500,000 to get a $5 million loan, you need $2.5 million. You don't have that. I'm talking to you guys every day. You don't have any money, or not much money. So, but you do have a good credit score and you paid some taxes. So let's go for the other one. It's probably going to be easier for you. Hard money is going to charge you 20%. This group is too, but it happens quickly. So if you want my traditional hard money, just scroll down, hit hard money, and apply. If you want the SBA term loan right here, there's a term loan and an SBA loan. So you can just come down here and apply for either. This is business term loan. This is the loan app. If you're in Ohio, you got to click here, or if you're in Florida, you have to click this one. Some of these both go to the same place, so you can use either one. But I find that this one has the word Florida in it when you choose your state. If you're out of Florida. And they're going to look at that information and shop it through 50 lenders for you and then get you some approvals. So, you know, if you want the SBA loan, you got to have the long app, 12 months of bank statements, 2 years of business tax returns, 2 years of personal returns, year-to-date financials, which means your profit and loss, and your balance sheet from your CPA, and it's going to have to show money, and a copy of your recent credit report. So SBA is hard unless you have a lot of money. It's meant for businesses that already have money, pretty much, is the way I see it. Requires strong credit, requires profit on taxes, no excessive business debt, and certain industries are not eligible. Okay, so it's just, if you need hard money, we have it over here. All the information's on the website for you. But basically, where you want to reply is come to STL PSI, hover your mouse over services, and you want to build or get credit. And when you click that, this is going to take you here. Okay, there you go. If you have questions, schedule an appointment right here or call us. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.